What if the most dangerous foods for your baby are the ones you think are completely safe? Not because they're toxic, but because your baby's body is still under construction. And in some cases, one bite can overwhelm systems that aren't ready yet. Welcome to Mindsproot. In this video, we're not just listing foods. We're breaking down the biology behind the danger. Subscribe for deep insights into science and human development. During the first 6 months, your baby's body is in a highly sensitive phase. The digestive system is immature, the kidneys are still developing, and the nervous system is extremely vulnerable. This is why nutrition is restricted to milk only. Honey may contain spores of a bacterium called Clostridium botulinum. In adults, this is harmless, but in infants, the gut microbiome is not developed enough to stop these spores from growing. They can produce toxins that interfere with nerve signaling, leading to a condition called infant botulism. Symptoms can be subtle, but the biological impact is profound. An infant's kidneys cannot regulate water efficiently. Excess water dilutes sodium levels in the blood, a condition known as hyponatremia. This can affect brain function and, in severe cases, lead to seizures. Cow's milk contains high levels of protein and minerals. This creates what's known as a high renal solute load, which puts stress on immature kidneys. It also lacks critical nutrients like iron needed for brain development. Swallowing is a complex reflex involving coordination between breathing and muscle control. In early infancy, this coordination is not fully developed, which increases the risk of choking. Between 6 and 12 months, your baby begins transitioning to solid foods, but biologically, many systems are still developing. The timing of introduction matters as much as the food itself. At this stage, the brain's reward system is highly sensitive. Excess sugar stimulates dopamine pathways, which can shape long-term food preferences. This early exposure increases the likelihood of sugar dependency later in life. Sodium balance is tightly controlled by the kidneys, but in infants, this system is not fully efficient. Excess salt can overload this regulatory mechanism, leading to potential health issues down the line. The airway of an infant is narrow and easily obstructed. Round, hard, or slippery foods, like grapes or nuts, can create a perfect seal inside the airway. This prevents oxygen from reaching the lungs and can become life-threatening within minutes. At this age, your child becomes more mobile and independent, but motor skills are still developing. Chewing is incomplete. Impulsive eating increases. The danger shifts as they explore more. Popcorn breaks into small, irregular pieces, which can scatter and block the airway unpredictably. These fragments are difficult to clear and pose a unique inhalation risk. Sausages are cylindrical, a shape that can match the size of the airway and completely block it. Cutting them into round discs is not enough. They must be sliced lengthwise to break the dangerous shape. Excess juice leads to metabolic impact. Liquid sugar is absorbed rapidly, causing spikes in blood glucose. Over time, this can affect metabolism and appetite regulation. Stick to whole fruit instead. Now the risks are less immediate, but more long-term. Chronic exposure to high sugar and fat can influence brain development, especially areas related to reward and impulse control. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system. In children, this can disrupt sleep cycles, which are critical for brain development and daily cognitive function. Many hidden sources exist in common snacks. Certain fish contain mercury, a heavy metal that can accumulate in the body. In developing brains, it may interfere with neural growth and function, making fish selection crucial for long-term health. The key idea is simple. Your child is not a small adult. Their body is evolving, system by system, and timing is everything. Understanding these phases is the first step to protection. The danger is not always the food, but when it's introduced. Subscribe to Mindsproot and share this video, because understanding the body can protect a life.